Hey y'all, I'm coming to you from the closet. And tonight I am going to show you exactly what you can do with scraps and why you should never throw away those little pieces. And if you do, don't stop. Freeze. Okay, so I am making a happy tonight for one of my littles who is actually getting bullied at school. And so I sat down and I had a conversation with her, and she said that sometimes the only way she escapes some of the mean stuff people says is she writes about it and she journals about it. So I'm about to make her a happy that is going to knock her little socks off and kind of let her know that she's not alone and that I'm there with her if she ever needs somebody. But I'm also going to show you what you can do with some scraps and show you that you should always save these little pieces. And that's why I'm crazy about saving these pieces, okay? So I pulled my design, and this is what I wrote, or this is what I typed up and cut out. But there was 2 letters that did not pull correctly, and so they stuck to the vinyl. So, I had, thankfully, some scraps of this that I meticulously cut. And so, thank goodness, I got it. So, I'm going to show you. So, I already cut it out. And then, if you ever have trouble pulling the vinyl, like if you're sitting there like with your nail, you take your tool and you just put it in the corner and you just pull from the corner. Nobody puts vinyl in the corner. No, but seriously, put your tool in the corner and you pull from the corner, and that way you could just pull all that extra vinyl straight off. Well, not, too straight. And see, it's still really like this. These 2 letters just don't play well with others, apparently. And so I'm having some issues, but it's coming now. But these 2 letters they didn't play well. And they were super, super thin, skinny. But that's why you save your scraps in case you have to cut something on that really expensive, sassy vinyl like so. And I'm kind of disgusted with myself that I didn't save that little piece, but there was really no saving that. Okay, and then from there, you're going to take your tool and you're going to put it back on the design where it's supposed to go. And because this is so skinny in some places, you have to be careful when you're taking it off and moving it around, because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't play well with others. Kind of like the mean bullies at the school. They're just not playing very nice, and they're just not doing very nice things. So when this little reached out to me and said that, she kind of needed, she actually came to me looking for a notebook to write in, because she writes when she gets sad. So I am about to make her something better than that. So there you go. Now the letters are back in their spot. So I'm going to go ahead and weed it now, which I tape, masking tape around my fingers, which I think is the most incredible sound ever. And I take my tool and I either use that or this little beauty, which I call the Pokey No Jokey, because it's no jokey when it pokes you. And I'm going to weed out the little pieces that do not belong. And with this vinyl, I'm definitely going to use the Pokey, because it's very difficult. And the Pokey gets really in there and kind of like stabs at it. So I'm going to pause you for a second while I finish weeding this out, and then I'm going to come back when I'm done weeding, okay? So give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm back, and I finished weeding everything. I always give it a double check, because the second I take the tape off my fingers is when I see something. And look, just that quick. I mean, I hadn't got the words out of my mouth, and there's a little piece just lurking. Sneaky, sneaky. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my contact paper. I'm going to do the same thing. If you have trouble getting it off, you're just going to hook it in the corner. Nobody puts vinyl or contact paper in the corner. And then I'm going to put it down. And I'm going to take my big old hand jobber. And I'm going to hand job it real hard. So that it pulls up all the letters. And I'm going to make sure it pulls it and grabs it good. So I'm going to make sure I get up in there. It's my good strong arm. Alright, and then what I'm making her is a recyclable kind of teachery thingamajig that I have been thinking to myself, what am I ever going to do with these things? And then when she told me about what was going on, I was cleaning out my cabinets because it's the end of the year. And I saw this and I thought, what? I bet I can make something with that. And sure enough, y'all. So, I'm putting this on just regular paper. Okay? Because this is going to be the backdrop and the coolest little present. Oh my God, this is going to be so cute. And this came out so good. Alright, so now I'm pulling it off. Ho 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 ho! Y'all, this came out so pretty. Okay, so it says, start writing no matter what. The water does not flow until the faucet is turned on. And that's a quote by Louis L'Amour. And so look what I'm making her. I had a bunch of these DVD cases in my cabinet, and I was like, what am I going to do with that? Watch this. I'm going to put this in the front of the little case. Huh? Wait. I cut out some little papers that she can write on. And I'm going to put 2 pins in the little slot. And bazinga zanga, my sweet baby angel's got her own little personal journal. Y'all have a good night. Be good to everybody.